Welcome to Damia, Soul-type Planeswalkers. As far as our opening hand goes, man, this is right on the cusp of whether or not we want to keep. Yeah, let's go and mulligan. I'd like to have a few more lands other than just simply Rogue's Passage. Yeah, we'll make this work. We got Jace, Beast Within. We'll keep on this one. And then Sylvan Library. Oh, put that on top in a heartbeat. Let's go and lead off with the Creeping Tar Pit. Oh, creepy. Let's get Damia pop back up because she will disappear if we hit F6. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing Damia, Sage of Stone, Death Touch. At the beginning of your skip your draw step. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have fewer than 7 cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Opponent's going to go for Green Sun Zenith for 0, so we're probably going to see that Dryad Arbor hit the battlefield. We're playing against Titania, Protector of Argoth. That enters the battlefield, return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever a land you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. And shout out to our opponent. That is an absolutely beautiful forest. I love that that art on there. Do we want to get the Flooded Grove down? We can add blue and then add double green. Yeah, that'll work. Let's go and get the Flooded. That way we can save the Scalding Tarn for if we want to kind of shuffle it away. Shuffle some cards away. Let's tap for that blue. Let's go double green. Go for the Sylvan Library, and then anything else. We're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. I've covered both commanders. It's free time. We can talk about whatever we want. That's going to be Damia. So I made a few changes to the deck. It's been about a month since I recorded with Damia. I've got some protection for Damia in here. I got Lightning Greaves in here. I didn't have it in there in the past. I found that with some of my decks that I've recorded with for a long time, I've gotten better as a deck builder as time has gone on. And so some of my older decks, like when I go to record with them, I would end up with good videos, but sometimes they just don't have good basic foundations. And Damia is one of those. Obviously we want to protect Damia, so I never had any sort of Lightning Greaves or Swiftfoot Boots in there. And so we've got that now. Anyway, and I'll cover some of those changes in just a second. Guess we're going to use the Sylvan Library trigger, Command Tower, and just giving y'all a heads up. We've got Jace. Titania can go off really quick. We're going to be really aggressive with this, probably 8 a turn. So we're going to pay 4 life to keep in the hand, 4 life to keep in the hand. At this point, I am digging to find some sort of answer. Let's go ahead and get down the Scalding Tarn. Is that what we're going to go for? No, excuse me. Let's go and get down the Watery Grave. I think I like that. We dug a little bit deeper. We're not going to pay 2 life. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, our opponent does have their own Sylvan Library out there. So we could go for Beast Within on Sylvan Library, but I don't really like us kind of trying to deal with a 3/3 beast token. I guess technically we could have done that and followed it up with the Sylvan Library, bouncing it back to the hand. But then that puts them swinging in with Dryad Arbor, kind of take care of Jace. I really want to be able to start brainstorming Jace and hopefully start finding some more answers from there. Once we start making our land drops, and then hopefully we can kind of outvalue our opponent or make sure Titania at least stays off the battlefield, because I don't know the best cards in Titania, but I've played enough against her to where it gets pretty brutal pretty quick sometimes. But yeah, as far as changes to the deck, so I added some protection for Damia. I kind of cut, so there's always been a Planeswalker theme with Damia, which I've really enjoyed playing with, especially Vraska. But there's been a few Planeswalkers that were kind of just like, kind of meh. And so I've kind of backed off a few Planeswalkers. Like I did get rid of Kiora. There's just a lot of games that if we're going to get to Kiora Ultimate, getting those 9/9 Krakens, more than likely we're probably going to win the game at that point. So I ended up cutting Kiora. I've added a little bit more. Opponent's going to go for the... It's weird. It's like we've got our own mirrored hands. So now I actually don't feel so bad going for that Beast Within on Sylvan Library. That's kind of funny. See if they're going to swing in. But we'll be able to go for that Beast Within if we want to. We might end up actually going for Jace. We can bounce target creature back to its hand. We got a 3/3 Beast token. Actually, we don't have to worry about anything. So let's go and go for Jace. I like that. Let's go and get the swamp. That's pretty funny. We got some mirrored hands. Let's go and get the swamp down. And let's go and go for Jace. I like that. It's going to allow us to start digging a little bit deeper. Start finding an answer. If that Dryad Arbor wants to swing in, we've got a freshly minted beast token to kind of claw that Dryad Arbor away. I was going to go for the draw 3 cards and then put 3 cards back. All right. So we do draw into Ashiok and Liliana, the Last Hope. I like this hand a lot. Let's go and put the Twilight Mire back, and then let's go and put the Drowned Catacomb back. We're going to be able to draw into those next turn, but we're going to be able to get on the Scalding Tarn, activate that, search for a land, and get a fresh look at our library. Now, if you've never played with Jace, one of the main things that you want to do is, especially with Jace's being unbanned in Modern, is you want to hold your fetch lands. You want to hold these up because, one of the things that I constantly read online is newer players saying, why would you want to pay 1 life to search your library for an island or a mountain? You can just run an island or a mountain in there. And, that is kind of a little bit solid reasoning, but from the main part is the reason these cards are so expensive is we have stuff like Scalding Tarn, pay a life, search your library for an island or a mountain, we can grab a dual land or something like that. But for the main effect is we get to pay 1 life, shuffle our library. Like we knew we put 2 lands on top, so now when we go for the Jace activation, once we've activated the Scalding Tarn, we're going to have a fresh look at the top part of our library, which allows us to kind of start digging a little bit deeper for more answers. Now, outside of the protection for Damia, I did add Videlic and Orrery. There's a lot of times where we're just sitting there with open mana, maybe on a counter spell, and somebody had left a comment on the last video saying, hey, put the Orrery in there. You can flash in Damia if they're in step to kind of maybe constrain their resources to make sure you can refuel your hand. Because there's just a lot of games where we go to get Damia down, she's not going to stick, or we try to get her to stick, and they have some sort of spot removal, and it makes it really hard for us to recast Damia after that. But yeah, it just kind of makes it hard to keep Damia on the battlefield. So having something like the Orrery is going to allow us to either flash in Damia and kind of go from there. I did add Prophet of Kruphix to the deck, once again keeping on theme with allowing us to kind of flash in Damia. Opponent's going to go for Dust Bowl activation on that. Destroy Flooded Grove. Yeah, that's fine, go for it. We'll blast us off any sort of green mana, and if they're going to be going for Dust Bowl activations, I like this a lot. It's going to give us a lot of time to start digging into our library. I'll see if that beast, that bird token is going to swing in or not. Then we actually go for that Sylvan Library. It'll be a pretty good spot. All right, Drowned Catacombs. Let's go and do this. So let's go ahead and get down the Scalding Tarn. We have Command Tower. We're going to go ahead and hold on to that one. Let's go and crack the Scalding Tarn. Let's go and grab a green source off of that. Let's go and grab the Tropical Island. Have that come into play. Let's go and go for the Brainstorm with Jace. Look at the top 3 cards of our library. And then Cyclonic Rift, and then Temple of Mystery. Let's do this. And unfortunately, we don't have a fetch land, any way to kind of shuffle this one up. So we're going to put these back on top. Let's go Drowned Catacomb. And let's go and put the Temple of Mystery back on top. That way we can draw into that and get the scry going. We've already made the land drop. Let's go and go for Liliana, the Last Hope. And at this point right now, if they just want to start blowing our lands up, not really going to do much at this point. So we're going to go for that Liliana. Target creature gets -2/-1. And let's go and swing in with the Beast token coming in hot. All right. Now we are sitting at about a 7-turn clock, about a 6-turn clock with the Beast token. That's going to be 18 damage. So we've got about 5 more turns. We're going to be able to swing in with the Beast token, kind of go for there. And it puts them in a weird spot where if they don't really have any sort of removal for the Beast token, or they're a little bit strapped on getting some mana going, with the Sylvan Library, they're probably not wanting to be super aggressive with the Sylvan Library. But with Cyclonic Rift in the hand, I feel comfortable going for Beast Within. We can go for that and blast the Sylvan Library, and then bounce the Beast token back to the hand and start going beat sticks from there. Now, our opponent did stay at 15, and just to kind of note that. Now, as far as any other changes to the deck, so I added the protection for Damia, ways to flash in Damia, especially with Kruphix. Being able to untap your lands and ending up with a bunch of mana. Oh, it's really good, especially if you ramped early in the game. I didn't add any new Planeswalkers. I just kind of reduced some of them. Just kind of kept the high impact Planeswalkers, and then I added a lot more blue cantrip-y style spells. So kind of stuff like, for some reason I didn't have Frantic Search in here, or at least at one point I'd gotten rid of it. And I added Frantic Search and a few other kind of just blue spells that allow us just to dig a little bit deeper into our library. All right. Opponent's going to be digging a little bit deeper using that Tireless Tracker. They did get down the Petrified Field. Sack it, return target lane card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Look at that art. Oh, looks great. All right, see what we draw into. Draw into that Temple of Mystery. Do we want to go for the, yeah, let's go ahead and go for Jace. I think I'd like that. Draw 3 cards, put 2 cards back. And we'll be able to look at one more fresh card. Ooh, got the Vault. Okay, let's go ahead and put the, actually, we'll put the Drowned Catacomb back on top. And then we'll go ahead and put the Temple of Mystery. Is that what we're going to go for? Put that on top? That'll be okay. I think I like that. Okay. Get the Temple of Mystery down. Let's go ahead and go for, do we want to blast the Sylvan Library? Or go for the Beast Within, bouncing it back to the hand? We can shock it in and kind of go for that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go and, let's just get the Command Tower down. Let's go for the Beast Within on the Tireless Tracker. It's going to clear the way for us to kind of start swinging in with this beast. Swinging in with the Beast token. I kind of like going for that. Let's go Cyclonic Rift. They're probably not going to be going for that Sylvan Library activation. Let's go and push in for 3. Swinging in. That's going to put them down to 12. And then anything else, we'll go for that Liliana activation. We'll be good to go. After 1 target creature, click OK. And then anything else, we're going to go pass the turn. So we're 2 away from the Liliana trigger. Once we get to that Liliana ultimate, we'll be able to get some zombies onto the battlefield. At this point right now, they can still get down Titania, and they can still sacrifice Petrified Field to get some good stuff going. So it's really not, especially if they do make the land drop with the Sylvan Library. The game's not over yet, especially. We just need to get to that Liliana Ultimate. And once we get to that Liliana Ultimate, we'll be in a good spot to start getting some zombies going. Especially, yeah, if you end up with a bunch of 5/3s on the battlefield, it gets pretty gnarly pretty quick. But we still have Ashiok to go for too. Once we get down Ashiok, we can start exiling the top cards of our opponent's libraries, and we'll be able to kind of start going from there. All right, opponent's going to be able to, look at all those land drops. They're going to be able to get down Titania. I think they maxed out on land drops, so if they do go for Titania, they will be able to end up in the neighborhood of, especially if they go for Ghost Quarter, Petrified Field, bringing back Ghost Quarter back to the hand, they could get into the neighborhood of 3 or 4 tokens onto the battlefield off Titania next turn. So we definitely need to respect that Titania on the battlefield. What we can do is, if we're worried about that, we can go for Vault, Parallel Livescape. So it looks like our opponent's going to go for a good setup. At this point right now, if we go for the Vault, we can go for some spot removal, but with them going for the Parallel Live setup, makes it a little bit hard for us to go for spot removal in response to that, because they can kind of stack the interactions in that particular way. Do we want to go for the Vault during our upkeep? We'll have the breeding pool coming down. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to go for, but I like doing it. I was going to go for the Vault. I want to look at a fresh look with Jace, see if we can't kind of stagger some of this stuff. Okay, so we've got Damnation and then Villainous Wealth. A lot of lanes on top. We're going to pay life to go and put that on the bottom. We could wait for Damnation. We have other board wipes in here. I'd like to get a different package, to be honest. All right, Counterspell. That would be a great way to kind of stop Titania. Vraska, Relic Seeker, and Grim Tutor. And we have a fetch land. Yeah, I like this hand a lot. I'm not going to pay any more life. Let's go and put the Temple of Deceit, I think, on top. We're going to draw for the turn, which will be, I guess, Counterspell. Let's do it this way. So we're going to put, we definitely want to end up with Counterspell and Grim Tutor in the hand. So we're going to put Vraska on top. Let's go and put the Counterspell on top, put the Grim Tutor on top, and then Polluted Delta. Okay, draw. So we're going to draw into that Polluted Delta. Let's go and get the Polluted Delta down. Let's go for the Liliana. Up to 1 creature gets -2, -1. Make Zuza just a little, basically a -1, -1. Let's go and go for the Jace activation. Draw 3 cards and then Brainstorm. So we're able to put a few more back. And then we end up with that Counterspell and then Grim Tutor in the hand. Let's go and put Vraska back at this point right now. We're going to put the Coalition Relic back. I kind of like holding on to the rest of the stuff in the hand. We've already made the land drop for the turn, so we're not going to go for Grim Tutor. We're simply just going to leave up Counterspell on Titania and then simply leave up the Beast token. They are sitting at a -1. If they somehow pump Azusa, I'd hate to miss out on our Liliana Ultimate by that. So anything else, we're just going to go and pass the turn, and we will still be able to go for the Polluted Delta crack, kind of shuffling some of those cards away if we wanted to get the other Vraska. But I think at this point, if we end up going for the Liliana Ultimate with those zombies, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. So let's see if they're going to go for the Sylvan Library trigger. But you can see where, Damia is a really fun deck to play. It's fun to go Planeswalker Control, but you can see we're not getting her down. We've gotten lucky to where we were able to get some really good value down pretty early and not have to worry about getting her on the battlefield to refuel our hand. And I think that's what really makes her deck so good. Oh, all that land destruction. Got Ghost Quarter, Encroaching Waste, Tectonic Edge. I was trying to Dust Ball. I was trying to maintain my a little bit of civility, and I was just like, ooh, kind of do that whole little kind of, it's getting hot in here. Okay, and our opponent, I think they were pretty aggressive with that Sylvan Library. See what they're going to go for. We will float some blue mana in response to that, but it's going to be hard for us to... Oh, there they go. Wonderful. We'll go for Counterspell in response to that. It's going to be blue and then blue. All right. Okay, sorry about that. I was taking a drink of water and it just kind of went down the pipe wrong and started coughing really bad. All right, so our opponent went for Titania. We had the Counterspell. That kind of puts him back on the back burner, having to go to Harmonize. That should put us in a good spot where we're going to be able to go for Liliana and get that ultimate plussed up. At this point, we're just looking out for some sort of damage that they can deal to us. Let's go ahead and return target land. Yeah, let's go ahead and crack the Polluted Delta. We'll go and shuffle the library up. That way we get a fresh look with Jason Mind Sculptor. They start blasting some of our lands. We definitely need green. Let's go and grab the Overgrown Tomb. That way we can shock it in. Not going to pay 2 life on this one. Nope, we're good. And then we'll see what we draw into for the turn. All right. Draw into Vraska, the Relic Seeker. I think we put that on top with Jace. And never mind. Anyway, I think there's like a scribe bug, and You know, maybe that was it. Who knows? All right. So our opponent is sitting at 8. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't go for a little bit of an exsanguinate. Let's go ahead and go for Jace. Or if we want to. Well, even if we go for the Fate Seal, it's not really going to matter. So, or if we just bounce Azusa back to the hand, puts him down to 5, that should be enough with the shock. There we go. I think that's good. Let's make sure I'm reading that correctly. Let's go ahead and shock the breeding pool in. That's going to be exsanguinate for 5. And then bounce it. Yeah, that should be enough. All right. Let's go for the -1. Let's bounce Azusa back to the hand. And then let's go ahead and go for the plus up on Liliana. But it's not going to really matter. We'll just click OK. And then we're going to swing in for 3, put him down to 5, and that should be exsanguinate right there. There we go. Sometimes it's easy to get wrapped up in commentary and forget about little actions like that. All right, let's go and swing in for 3/3 Beast Token. It's going to put him down to 5, and then we'll have the exsanguinate to kind of drain their life total. All right, it's going to be black, and then going to be black, and then go from there. X is going to be exactly just enough. I don't think they have a way to gain any sort of life, so this could be exsanguinate for 5. All right, there we go. Opponent goes down to 0. We go down to 22. You can see where we got the game closed out with Damia without having Damia on the battlefield, but hopefully next game we'll be able to get her down. But we were able to use the vault to kind of sculpt her hand a little bit, and that was definitely a new addition to the deck, so you can see where I was really glad to have that one in there. But that was a good little Damia video, and if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.